Why are the arts important? Well, it's accessible to everybody and it breaks down the class barriers. Also, arts, well, they reflect life and it's everywhere and it captures a moment of observation by individuals that can't be expressed in any other way or format. And it's in the purest form. Without art, we have no colour, no fun, no ideas, no fashion, no design. It's a playground for adults and children to explore and enjoy and express, and I feel that everybody should have an avenue to express themselves.
The arts help us get creative and triggers imagination. Great imaginations create new discoveries. Invest in the arts to develop the world.
The arts are so important because they help human beings connect with themselves and with the world as a whole. They enable us to be creative, innovative, and think imaginatively, whether that be through music, poetry, visual art, dance, acting, you name it. It's so important that the state supports this to enable us to make a better world, rather than all focusing in on a narrow, more simplistic way to think and live.
As a teacher, I think that publicly funded arts are essential for helping us to develop the next generation of critically minded, innovative and problem-solving young people who will go on to face the challenges that the future will present them.
All three of us go to the Birmingham Rep Theatre.
It's fun, exciting, and it offers lots of opportunities.
But please don't take that away from us.
Art is the essence of the human spirit. Without it, we'd be a nation of robots. If our freedom to express ourselves as individuals is thwarted, what kind of world would we live in? I've been a nurse for 25 years now for the NHS, and it is the amazing organisation it is because of the wealth of innovative, creative and talented individuals. Art is all around us. We need to embrace it and nurture it and continue to make the world a richer place for it.
The arts are important because in whatever way we participate in them, they invite us to see worlds beyond our own. They give us the chance to look at the world through other people's eyes, and in doing so they teach us empathy, they teach us compassion, and they invite us to be more tolerant individuals.
The arts are important because they're your human right. You have the right to dance and sing and paint and draw, and they're all about your human expression, your right of freedom of expression. The arts are about democracy.
The arts are super important because there are no prerequisites for people to become involved with them, and all children should be exposed to arts in school because it allows them to learn about themselves and other cultures, as well as the power of making decisions, putting in hard work, and getting a variety of results. And when those results are positive, it increases self-esteem. Art gives the individual autonomy to determine their self-worth and the validity of their voice and how much they want to share with the world.
The arts are the essence of everything that we enjoy about life, be it film, be it theatre, be it music, whatever it is. The arts must be funded, they must be nurtured, and they must be available to us all.
Songwriting allows me to express myself and also express my feelings in terms of what our generation has to face. And also I believe your success in the arts shouldn't be determined by your parents' income.
One reason why I like art is because it's a way to engage young people in new creative activities.
It's a way you can express your talent.
It's a way you can express yourself emotionally.
And it's a way you can express political opinions and views.
Well, for me it challenges who we are. It challenges what we are and why we are. And if we don't question those things, how do we ever progress in society? How do we build a better democracy? And how do we learn to prevent injustices around the world?
By cutting funding to the arts, we're single-handedly taking away the source of expression for a huge magnitude of today's population, particularly those that feel marginalised by society, marginalised by government policy, marginalised by the areas that they feel like they're almost trapped within. And if By cutting this funding, what we're ultimately doing is taking away that sense of expression and that social commentary and that ability to engage with the wider public of Britain today.
The arts are important because they give people an opportunity to reflect and examine on human behaviour, which I think gives them perspective on decisions that they have to go on and make in their own lives.
I believe the arts are important because they provide a range of enjoyable ways for people to learn empathy. And as a doctor, I see that empathy in and between communities is essential in building a healthy society.
Without art, the world would be a very dark and dreary place to live in. I mean, without music, theatre, cinema, it would be a really gloomy place to live in. And art has helped me in so many ways, and in a way has made me who I am today.
Art brings people together in a way that nothing else can. It can cross cultural divides, and it helps us understand ourselves as well as empathise with each other.
Everything that we can see around us had to be imagined before it was created. And therefore, what is more real, the imagination or the physical embodiment of it? What I know is this: the physical embodiment of the imagination is around us so much that we forget to realise that our world is built on creative thinking and artists made physical. It's so prevalent, it is so omnipresent that we don't see it. For us not to support the arts is for us not to support what is central in every human being, and that is creativity, creative thinking. It is what we are born with and what we so easily forget that is the heart of who we are. So like those buildings, I recognise them and I recognise the creativity which built them. And I've recognised exactly the same thing in human beings, from the dustbin man to the mentally disabled woman to the poet to the actor. This is why we should support the arts. It's because it's who we are. At least I think so. Who knows? Who knows who we are? And who will ask the question? Huh?
I'm Julie Esmond-Dalsh and I'm an actor, and I believe that to create and to be creative is part of being human. I believe that the cultural and artistic life of a country is essential to its mental, spiritual and even economic health. Every time someone picks up a guitar, sings, dances, acts, writes a poem, paints a picture, they're making the world a better place. Art shouldn't be an add-on, a luxury, a pastime for the privileged. It should be there for everybody, free and available.
The arts are our lifeblood, like food, health, education and indeed sport. Access should be for everybody, not just the elite. And in a civilised society, state funding must be a first principle.
Creative expression is a lifeline, whether it be through self-expression or inspiration through other people's creativity. If we lose this, we lose one of life's necessities. Arts for all. Vote Jeremy.
The arts bring out the best in us. They release our imagination, they broaden our horizons. We explore the breadth and depth of our common humanity. Everyone should be able to take part. Everyone should be able to see great plays, hear great music, see fine paintings, even good films. And government has a part to play in this. The big organisations, of course, must be supported. The National Opera and Theatre and Dance and the BBC, and we need a better BBC, by the way, but also local institutions and people who enrich their local community, local theatres, dance, so that art really is for everyone to take part in and to experience. Finally, we're hearing these words and ideas spoken by someone who can make a difference. This is a great opportunity. Let's not miss it.